Hello everyone, I was recently thinking that it might be a good idea to do something for all the simmers who play only with the base game or who have quite limited packs. So I thought that maybe I should start and rebuild every single lot in the base game we have. So for today, I thought that I might start with this part of the Willow Creek where the starter homes are. And I think I'm gonna start with this one, streamlet single lot. So my plan is I'm gonna rebuild this whole house. I'm gonna leave the whole idea as it is, but I'm gonna redo it slightly so that we are in the same price range. For now, it shows me that it's 14,000 millions, but actually this lot is 13,771. But here it shows with the lot and here without. I already did place this slot in my library, and to avoid some items depreciation, I'm just gonna move it back on the lot from here, and I will not leave the building mode. And I'm gonna set my household funds to 0 so that I do not spend more than we have right now. And I'm gonna sell all the landscaping we have on the lot because I do not need that. It's a waste of money. I can go to debug, but in here I won't. In fact, I didn't want to go to debug in this build. I thought that with the only cheat I'm gonna use in here is gonna be move objects, so we are not having debug in this build. And I want to make this porch smaller because I do not want to waste my money on this porch. And I'm going to delete the underside of the stairs, and I think that I need to remove these two pieces of fence. And you know what bothers me most with this lot is the fact that the staircase is not centered with the front door. And I'm gonna move the front door. I think I'm gonna go and delete all of these spandrels because as I cannot see them now, I do not need them and they cost money. So why do I need something that costs money and I don't even see? And as for this piece, I'm gonna extend it a little bit. Roofs are free, so I can do whatever with the roofs. And as for the furniture inside, I think that I'm gonna go and grab in my household inventory what I want to leave in this house, like this dresser, this bed. I'm gonna place in my household inventory all the plumbing we have. We do not need toilet paper or this wall light. I might leave this bookshelf, this TV, this couch, maybe even this table. And I'm gonna leave in my household inventory every single kitchen item we have in here. But no lights, because I do not like these lights. And now I'm gonna go around the house and remove most of the windows we have. As for this part, I think I'm gonna redo the whole floor plan. As I did make my porch a bit smaller, it already looks, I think, slightly better, but I think that this house is too big for a starter home. We might make it quite smaller, and my idea was we can make a smaller kitchen because we don't need a big kitchen in the starter home. Our kitchen can be like only this hall wide, and that's it. And actually, except for that, I might make the whole house shorter because I do not need that whole house. I cannot afford any art to fill up all these walls. So I'm not spending any money on that. And as for the floor plan, what I was thinking, I did not like that we had the bedroom right by the entrance and we had this long hallway to the living room. So I'm thinking that we can have a living room right here by the entrance, like directly where you enter the house. I'm gonna place this wall like that. I think I'm gonna scoot all of these windows a little bit over here so that they are centered between these two columns. I think that this whole part can be like a bedroom area, to call it this way. In here, we can have a bathroom. Here is going to be a kitchen. Here we can have some kind of dining nook. And this is like a living area. And maybe in here I will be able to fit a desk. I'm not sure yet. And as for the bedrooms, I think that this house quite easily can fit 2 bedrooms. And now that I look at it, I think I can make this house even smaller. And as for this, I'm gonna make it like that, I think. So this is gonna be kids' bedroom, this is gonna be parents' bedroom, and in this parents' bedroom, maybe I will place a dresser in here. And I think that's a nice layout for the house like that. And now I'm gonna fix the roof. Fixing the roof didn't take that long, and I think that now I'll need to replace all the windows I did delete. And as for the windows in the kitchen, I think I'm gonna use a couple of these so that we can have a fridge, a couple of counters, another counter. I'm gonna color all the walls so that I can make sure I can afford that. And I'm gonna place the windows on every single wall, on every else walls we have. I not like that this window is kinda in the corner, but what else can I do? Nothing apparently. So this is what we have from a side. From this side, I think it looks okay. So I'm kind of fine with that. And I'm wondering how much is this fence? I do not really like this fence. I think it looks a bit too fancy, and it's 81 simoleons per piece. No, we are not using that. I'm using something else. I'm using something cheaper, but with the same color scheme, like this one. You see, 400 millions from just changing the fence. A huge waste of money. I cannot understand why. Like, literally, why? And maybe I can even switch the stairs. I think that white one looks better. And as for this, I think I'm gonna line it up so that it looks like extension of the whole staircase. And I need to delete terrain paint. It distracts me so much. I'm gonna place a trash can in my household inventory so that I don't forget to buy it later. And now let me place all the furniture, I think. But first, I need to place the doors. We need doors. Like, we need to be able to enter every single room in the house. So my idea is I'm gonna have like this kind of weirdish quarter tile corner in here, and we'll have the doors like that. And I think in here we'll be able to fit a dining table, and that is all for the doors. Like, not that much. This house is a starter home. We don't need that much doors. I'm gonna place back all the furniture I did place in my household inventory. I can place a trash can in the corner. I think these doors might be still usable. I'll need to play test it, of course, and that is why I have her in here. I might use the same table we had before, even with the same chairs, and I might scoot the doors a bit so that I'll need to move the trash can anyway. And as for the living room, I was thinking that we might have a couch in here, another one in here, and a TV wall in here, so that maybe if you live in this house long enough, you can upgrade and make the TV bigger. Like, you can upgrade and just extend the kitchen, but I just think that it's might be a waste of money for the starter home I'm building right now, so I'm not doing that. And as for the bathroom, I don't think that anything special is needed, so I'm just gonna place the toilet, the shower, and the sink we already had before. I'm gonna place a bed back here, or maybe it would be wise to place it like that, so that we can place a dresser in here. Oh, fire alarm. We can have a fire alarm in this house, but no upper cabinets. 3,000 millions and partly furnished house is not a good idea for upper cabinets. I'm gonna delete the trash can, and what I was thinking is we need a desk. I'm just gonna check how much is this 300 millions. How much is this dining table? 220. In this game, you can easily use a dining table as a desk. You can just place the computer where you need it to be placed, and that's still gonna function. And I think I might use this desk chair so that it at least looks like a desk and not divided dining table. And I was thinking that I need to place some stuff for kids. I'm gonna go for the cheapest kids stuff. I might buy everything for a toddler in here, but I think that I do not want to, so we are not having that, and I have debug on somehow. And not buying stuff for toddler actually allows me to save on high chair, on toddler potty, and stuff like that, and on some toys, because toys for toddler are not that cheap. And this thing is 170, and this thing is 210. I think this one is a bit more useful for a kid. But as we are building a starter home, oh, how much is the desk? No, I'm not placing a desk, it's too expensive. And we can even buy some cutesy toy, like this yellow bear. And maybe we can even place some kind of a light on this desk. I don't want to place anything too expensive, but this fox one may look kind of nice. And this wallpaper, I know it's expensive, but it's cheaper than what we had before, because before we had this wallpaper and it's 6 millions for a piece. This one is much more fun, it's only 5, so of course I'm placing that. And what else I need to place is lights, because I cannot see anything in this house. I'll need a light in the living area, somewhere by the entrance, in the kitchen dining room, in the bathroom, in the bedroom, and in another bedroom. And now it looks a bit better. Now this house looks like a house. I'm gonna rotate this wooden floor so that it looks a bit better, I think. And I think that this porch, when it's empty, looks kind of sad. So maybe I can even afford to have a chess table up here. It's 450. I know that it's not that cheap, but maybe it's worth the money, because logic skill is not that easy skill to gain in The Sims 4, and it's quite useful skill to have. So I'm gonna place it here, and I'm gonna place a bonsai tree. Bonsai tree is also a useful thing. You can build gardening skill, and if you have seasons, bonsai tree will let you to build also flower arranging skills, so it's also useful. I'm gonna place this carpet in the living area, I think, and I'm gonna color it orange because apparently most of the furniture, most of the accents I do place around are orange. What else I need to do is I think that I might want to recolor the whole room. Maybe I will go for more orange. I thought about maybe this one because it matches the floor, but then we have like millions of wood colors and I do not want to use white chairs again. Maybe I can go for the dark one and recolor it all to the darker one as well. That looks much better, I think. And if we have these light colored couches, it also looks okay together. And what I was thinking that in the bedrooms, not to place any rugs under the beds, I can just make some adjustments and place these carpets on the floor instead of all the rugs I would have placed. And I think that we can go for something pretty in this bedroom. I like this green wallpaper, but all I build is green. I like green color, and that is it. I might do it yellow. Now all I need to do is pick a bed, and we not have that much of a choice considering beds, because beds are kinda expensive here. So I might go for something generic. Let it be this brown yet again. And of course, base game doesn't give me that much of variety, but it's at least something. And as for the doors, now I think brown doors would fit better. As for coloring the whole bathroom, I think first of all, we need a tile. And I was thinking about using this terrible green tile. I hate it, I truly do, but I might use that. And I think I will, and in here as well, like all around. And I can use these green appliances. I hate when there is stuff like that in the houses, not I did build, but somebody else. But I might do that anyway. And I think that this kitchen looks kinda okay. And now we even have some money for decor. I might place some kind of painting above our eating area. I like placing this one, and it's not that cheap, so I think I'm gonna leave it for now, but if I figure that I cannot afford it, I might remove it later. I'm gonna place this light in these brown swatched kind of matches, and I think that all I can do now is go for some flowers and place them around so that at least we have something to look at. And I might place this flower to just fill the space, and it already looks much better from the inside. At least it's not as empty as it was before. I might place this flower in the bathroom. I know that placing flowers in the bathroom might be not that a good idea, like who wants flowers in the bathroom? Apparently me, but that's fine. I might place this in here, I might switch it around, but I do not want to have a bonsai tree here in the corner where it may be not accessible by your Sims. And what else I was thinking is actually going and buying a bookshelf. Oh, I did place it for my household inventory, so it's all settled. We have a bookshelf. We are all fine. And as for the trash can, I might place it here by the exit, so it's easily accessible by your Sims, or I might hide it here. I do not like to do that because then your Sims, when they throw out the trash, they have to go all the way from here, all the way around the house. Long, too long. I don't like that. So I'm not doing that usually. I want to place some entryway decor, like maybe a mirror in here, or maybe these clothing racks, so that at least we have something. At least you can look at yourself when you exit the house. And I don't think that we'll have quite a lot of money for landscaping. So I think that I'm gonna leave this house as it is right now. Just gonna check that everything looks nice at night, that I did not forget any lights anywhere, and that it's not as dark of a house as when EA built it. And I'm sorry for mentioning that, but you might remember how dark it is in EA builds, especially base game ones. I might switch it back to the orange, like make the orange an accent color in our whole living area. I know that it's still not that full of a house, but it still looks better than what we had in the first place. So I still like that. I say it still so many times that I kind of think that it's a bit too much. I think that I might maybe move a little bit. We not have that much of a side yard to look at and think that it's empty, and we not have any backyard, and we would not have it in any way. So I think that it's fine. And now I might just go and place a couple of trees on the house. And now that I'm looking at it, I think I might switch this roof piece. I think it looked a bit too small now, so I'm gonna switch it and make it this one so that at least it bumps out nicely. And it kind of looks weird as well, but it's better than one we had before. And maybe we'll have a tree in here, some underbushes, so that it's not as empty. I don't like this exact tree. This one is shorter. It looks better, I think. I just rotated it so that it doesn't clip with the house, and I think it kind of matches with what we have around. Like we have kind of similar trees around here, and I can place a couple of these 20 millions flowers. I can place one more in here, or maybe I should better place some kind of a bush, or I can place something like that instead of this bush, so that we have some flowers under the tree, but we have a couple of these on the front of our lot so that it doesn't look as empty. And I think that it looks okay, but all we need to place now is the mailbox. And I think that from the front, this house already looks so much better. And I'm gonna check if I can afford anything for these leftover 4 millions I've got now. Yep, all I can afford is debug. So I'm not gonna buy anything for here. And apparently what I'm left to do is just some terrain paint. And I might add some white flowers so that it doesn't look as sad. And I'm gonna place some terrain paint a bit under the house, so the house looks like it's standing on something, as if grasses not grow right under the house. I like doing that because it looks a bit more realistic, I think. And I think I'll need to place some kind of a pathway towards our trash can. And I think that is where the house might be done. So, if you do not remember, this house had only one bedroom, which was right in the front of the house. It had a long hallway, a kitchen, and a huge dining living area, which was completely empty, and a tiny bathroom. But now we have two bedrooms in here, and we are in the same budget. So, if I place this lot on the gallery, it's 13,767. So, it's quite a nice house, I think. And as for the exterior, I decided to leave most of the idea. I didn't do much with all landscaping because I decided not to go to debug. So as for the landscaping, we only have this tree and tiny flowers and some more flowers in the front and some terrain paint, of course. And as for the inside, now we have a chess table. We have this bonsai tree. We have a desk. So if you see them start working, like in no time, they can afford a computer and they can use this desk as a computer. And this desk is actually a dining table, but it's completely functional as a computer. And I'm gonna even show you. Like I did cheat for money. It's no nothing was solved. So if I do want to place a computer here, it works as a desk, and my sim can go and sit here and work in here. And as for the inside, I decided to add sitting stuff in my living area so that you can maybe invite guests and everybody will have a place to sit. And in the kitchen, I decided to make a kitchen a little bit smaller, like much smaller, because the whole bump out, the whole kitchen was 15 tiles big. And now it's only 4 tiles. And we have dining area in the kitchen as well. And as for the bathroom, I decided to use these, I have no words, but I decided to use this lime tile in here. I'm gonna move forward. And this bedroom is quite generic. It's all brown. We have some flowers in here. We have some lamps. We have a mirror, so you can do some skill building with the mirror as well. And in the kids' bedroom, we don't have that much as well, but we have a lamp, we have a teddy bear, and we have a bed. So it's completely functional kids' bedroom, of course. And if you want to, you can switch these dresser to maybe something else, maybe science table or that desk. Kids might need desks too sometimes. And that is like pretty much the house. And I'm gonna place it on the gallery. It has 2 bedrooms, it has 1 bathroom. And I think it turned out much better than what we had here before. Download it if you want to. My gallery name is Globeran, just like my YouTube name. And I think that must be thank you all for watching. If you like videos like that, I try to post 4 videos a week now. So I think that must be a goodbye.